Oh, I brought you up first, Pat. Hey, but y'all already know, man, we got my boy Patton, a.k.a. The Streets, a.k.a. The Mailman, a.k.a. Definitely activated in the building. And you know, if you see us too, man, you got to see Killer Cal, man. We got that boy Killer Cal in the building. Give us an applause right quick.
What's happening?
Hey, we thank y'all for being patient with us. We knew we were supposed to be on at 7, but had a little technical difficulties. But we all here in the building, man. It's the Texans on 3 crew, man, and we about to get to it. This episode, we're gonna be talking about some Texas mock drafts that my guys have done. I haven't got a chance to really do one yet, so I guess it'll make it good that we get to brush through these. This is gonna be a quick one right here, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. This is gonna be a quick one right here. Quick shout out to the Bull Ring. We got Willie Jackson in the building, Texans on 3. Appreciate you, my guy. And we got T. Jones in the building. Most definitely appreciate you for being in the building. She's in the building every week, man. She don't miss a show, man, and we really appreciate that. Appreciate everybody who comes into the Bull Rings and chop it up with us. But other than that, we're about to get into some of these mock drafts. So I'm gonna let my guys welcome y'all in right quick while I go through this email right quick, man. So how do y'all I'm gonna ask y'all a quick question right quick while I'm putting these up right quick. And I know it's not Texans news, it's Houston news. And I don't know how y'all feel about the game the other night.
What you talking about?
Cougars, man. The Cougs, man.
Man, that's probably like the story of my life, man. I'm gonna tell you.
Don't say that,
bro. Being a Fox Alabama fan when that was happening and witnessing that at a very young age, that was almost the feeling that I had. That's the feeling that I had yesterday. Like that game was for the taking. Like 4 straight turnovers at the end of the game and couldn't get a shot off, and to lose in that fashion, man. It was like we had it, man. And it's a sick feeling, man. It's good to be in a town that won 2 championships in '94 and '95, but hey, that's Dallas Cowboy territory. That's 30 years ago, man. We got some youngins that ain't even been born yet. That didn't. Now the Astros are 17-22, but this U of H would have set it off. So. It was heartbreak. It was they call it a gut punch. I hated the way it felt, man.
Man, U of H get closer and closer every year. And as a mailman, bro, you know, I deliver to Coach Sampson house. Talk to him all the time, man. And man, I probably ain't gonna see him for a while.
You wouldn't see me for a while either, man.
Yeah, man. Normally that's how I go when he get in the tournament, man. It's an exit how, like a crazy exit. I don't see Coach till next season.
You don't see what?
I don't see him till the next season.
Oh yeah. Dude, 69 years old. How much stress that your heart can take? Like
his son gonna take over next though.
Yeah, he's gonna take over next. We got a bunch of good recruits coming in. We got some that came in last year. We got some coming in next year. So it really shouldn't be a great big drop off, but this was your opportunity, man, because you beat the high scoring team in NCAA history in Duke in classic fashion. You were supposed to close this thing out, man. And the way that you beat Duke is the way that you lost to Florida.
Yeah.
So it's crazy, man.
Can't hear you, did he?
I think my mic dropped out being that I was trying to share this screen right quick. But I'm gonna pull up the first mock. I think this is from Calvin right here, right? So boom, Calvin, you're gonna have to explain this one right here. Let me take this quote down right quick. I see what you're saying too, Willie Jackson. He said he ain't never seen a player. That was a choke. That was a pretty bad choke. And just so we can get off of there real quick, I just want to say them boys' legs was tied, bro. I think they just ran out of gas, bro. Like that's what it looks like, you know. It looks like the way they couldn't even go for that ball at the end. They would, you know what I'm saying? But hey, that's the Cougs. We back to the Texans. Hell, I'm super excited to see you explain this draft right here because this is a mock draft. I've never seen a mock draft with just 2 picks.
No,
so
that's what we was doing. We was doing the first 2 picks, right?
Oh no. You know what I was about to jokingly say? That you done traded all the picks.
Oh no.
Just to be able to do this right here. I was
originally we was gonna do 2, you know what I'm saying? Then I got marketing. So when I see
because I know Patton's look like almost the whole draft. So when I looked at that one, but
I had such multiple 2-rounders though.
Oh, okay. So speaking on this first one right here, we see that you saying take Matthew Golden 1, Amarion Hampton in 2. So that's 2 offensive players, right?
Right. Correct.
Which we do feel like this is gonna be a offense dominant draft. So explain your picks.
DJ going into his 3rd year. Needs to get another guy that he can be acclimated with on the offensive side that they can grow together. You know, Stephon Diggs gone, Robert Woods is old. The jury's still out on our 2 other wide receivers. I know who I'm talking about.
Hutch and Mitch.
Yeah, Mitch and Hutch. So we don't know if the new scheme is going to bring something out of them that we haven't seen. But, you know, you get a talent like Golden. Now, when you look at his college stats, they're not very impressive. But here's the thing about it, too. Like, you working with so many weapons, you know, at UT. Now, when you transfer from U of H to UT and you become a solidified, you know, number 1 pick at wideout, which UT been putting out wideout. So I'm a pretty much think that, you know, you got the skills and everything. When you look at his film, great footwork, you know, come out of his routes very quick, kind of crisp. You can tell that he played 3 years of college, and I think he has a lot more years to grow. So when you got Nico is still at a young age. You get this guy here coming in, and I think that's something that they can grow with. Like, you just got to continue to get CJ as many weapons around him. And so I'm gonna go to my 2nd pick, Omarion. Now, here's the thing about this is the puzzling thing about me. Everybody always say Omarion, he reminds you of Mixon. We already got a Mixon on the team. We don't need another Mixon. And I think when I first started looking at Omarion tape, this was probably about maybe 4 weeks ago. And that was my comp. I was like, well, shit, I like him, you know. And so now when I did the mock and I was looking at it, and I was like, okay, so I looked up Mixon. Mixon is going to be 29 when the season starts. And Omarion is 22. If you was to name just by skill set and production in the history of the Houston Texans running back room, we know that Aaron Foster is going to be number 1. Where's Joe Mixon at on that list? Just after 1 year.
Shit. I'll say maybe 3, depending on how you
got it too.
Slayton.
So if you had
actually, I say 4 with Dominique Davis.
If you had a chance to pick Slayton and Mixon, who are you taking?
Oh damn! Right now, I would go with Mixon.
So we can argue that we're not talking about production. We're not talking about the numbers. We're talking about the sheer ability to run the rock. Arian Foster is number 1. I think Mixon is number 2. So if you telling me that Mixon will go into the season at 29 years old and we can get him for 1 more year and we can get a Mixon clone at 22 years old to run this squad for the next, 4 years at the running back position, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take that one. So that's why I like both of those picks. It gives CJ another weapon on the outside, speed, and then you get a back that's in the backfield. Like Mixon is a guy that getting you 4.5. Omarion in his 2 years, and this is something that was just he had 1,500 yards 1 year, his sophomore year, and had 1,600 yards the next year. 15 touchdowns both years and 5.9 yards a carry. I'm gonna take that every day. And if you ever listen to D'Amico told you what type of team that he wants. He want a physical run first team. I know that doesn't sound right when you got CJ as the quarterback, but that's what D'Amico said.
Can't go against my coach, man.
Hey.
Coach knows. Coach knows. I like him. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we all agree on Golden.
But what I was gonna say too to kind of go. Oh, I might be off, y'all. I don't know what it is.
Let me say this real quick.
Go ahead.
You draft him, but you get another one. You know what I'm saying? Because he's pretty much like a younger Mixon. So if you take him, if he's available, you take him, and you get another guy later on in the draft. Maybe Scatterbo, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But I would like somebody that's real shifty, like a true 3-down back. You know what I'm saying? Mixon he's a 3-down back, but he's not the fastest. He doesn't have that breakaway speed. He never had it. You know what I'm saying? He's fast, but he don't have that breakaway speed. Like, we need a guy that can do what he do, but also have breakaway speed.
Yeah, if the block set up right, it looks like he can run fast because the blocks is good and he ate with the truck on down the field.
Yeah,
but he definitely got that 4.5 speed. He not one of the ones that's just going boom, break that. We've seen that plenty of times where he had wide open runs and kind of got walked down, as they say in track and field.
Right.
But I definitely agree with what you're saying though, Cal. Like why wouldn't you want a new Mixon? Like why would I don't understand that sometimes when you hear people say, oh, why would we go get why not? If you like Mixon as a player, right? Wouldn't you want him brand new? Why not have a brand new? That's just like you saying you like your car. Your car might be about 8-7 years old, right? Why wouldn't you not want a brand new version of that mug? Like if you know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you something. Right now in the game, as far as production wise, whatever you want to call it, who is the number 1 wide receiver in the game?
Right now
in the NFL.
I'm just gonna sound biased, but Nico.
Yeah, I'm gonna be biased too, and I'll say Nico. Who you think, Nitty?
I'm saying Nico also. I'm going Nico. And that's just my biasness. But if I threw bias out the window, I still Nico. Yeah.
Okay. And so if I throw bias out the window, I'm a Nico kind of fan. But let's just say Chase or Jefferson. Are you telling me with the production that they put up, if I get you the exact same wide receiver, speed, height, route running, opposite of Chase and Jefferson, are you gonna tell me I already got one of them? That's the part that really doesn't make sense to me. If I can get 2 of them, that's cool. And then with the thing about with Mixon is, like I said, he signed a 3-year, $27 million deal. He'll be going into his second year. You let him play out this year. If Amarion can show you that he can take up the slack, you have a 3rd-year option on Mixon contract. You can move on from that contract, and you under a rookie contract with a running back that you have that can do what Mixon did, which we think that Mixon is the second best running back in that the Texans ever had, as for skill wise.
Chase, Larry Payton said real quick. He said Chase and Jettas is better. That's arguably you can argue that.
They've been more healthier. That's.
Hey, let me tell Larry something. Hey, go back and look at their targets and look at Nico targets. Then you go back and look at yards per catch. If Nico has the same amount of targets and you look at the yards per catch, Nico is number 1 in the NFL.
Yeah.
Don't argue with me. Just go look at the stats, man. It's there.
Just go look at the numbers, man. The stats don't lie. Men lie. Women lie. But numbers don't. You know what I'm saying? They never do, man. I want to hear up and go quickly to the next one that you had, because we, like I told y'all, if y'all just tuning in right now, we appreciate y'all. This one's gonna be a quick one today.
This will be a quick one right here.
Yeah, so we're gonna go into now. This one is kind of more like, well, I think Larry will like this one. Okay, so you got Kelvin Banks, offensive tackle, right?
Yeah.
And what made you want to go? What made you want to go with him? I like him. I'm not gonna lie. I think if we get him, I'm jumping through the roof. I would love to get a player like that.
I think Nick Caserio is really serious about protecting CJ. Watching CJ, what he went through last year, and D'Amico is serious about protecting. So you can't look at your failures in your past draft picks and free agents picks and say, okay, well, we're just going to go away from that. You got to go right back to the pool and say, hey, man, let's go ahead and get somebody else. And you get somebody like Kelvin Banks, man, that you can really bring him in and start him in guard. And most left tackles, they start off at guards. You know, Tunsil started off at guards. It's a lot of them start at guards. You let him get his feet wet, and then that second year, you can move him over there to, left tackle. You still got Fisher, which he'll be going into next year he'll be going into his second year, right? So you still have a young nucleus of linemen that you steady trying to protect CJ. So I think Banks is a good pick. And the Mason Taylor pick, he was the best available. It was another wide receiver that was on there. I can't remember which one it was. It was the one from Iowa. I can't remember his name, but I think that this is another one.
Higgins, Iowa State?
No, it was from Iowa. Wide receiver from Iowa. It wasn't Higgins. It was the other one. But anyway.
Larry gives you his approval on this, and he said, "I like these picks too." Banks starts at left guard.
Left guard, right? Exactly. That's exactly starting at left guard, and you can usher out Cam out of the way the next year, and let him platoon and get off into the left tackle spot. But
I said, where's Titus playing?
Right tackle.
Yeah, Titus gonna play right tackle, man. Put him back over there where he belongs. Quit moving him around and move musical chairs. But with this Mason Taylor thing this is a Dalton Schultz. Like Dalton Schultz contract, if we cut him or keep him, it's not going to benefit us if we keep him or cut him. No, if we cut him, it makes no difference because we don't save nothing really. And we coming into another scheme. We coming into another scheme with an offensive coordinator, which was a tight end coach. So you have to see what can Schultz give you for 1 year, but you got to be ready to move on from him. And I think Mason Taylor playing at a SEC school, coming from a pedigree, that's Jason Taylor's son.
I got a quick question for you, right quick. Cal, what do you mean when you say he's like Schultz? Because I know we just in the last pick, and this the funny, the irony of it, right? The last picks that we were just talking about, getting a new Joe Mixon. Like why? Like if you can get a new Joe Mixon, you won't get a new Joe Mixon. But are you saying that Mason Taylor is like a clone? Is he like a Schultz clone?
No. What I'm saying is, you have to, because of Dalton Schultz's contract. That was one of the contracts that Nick Caserio gave a player that I don't think he should have given that contract. But at the time, the tight end market was like very scarce, so it was like Dalton and his agent knew that, hey, they could negotiate it. We needed a tight end at the time. Yeah. But if you bring back Schultz for one more year under a new scheme, under a guy that was a tight end coach and a new scheme, new offensive coordinator,
think about it like that.
You see what he can do.
We might see the best Schultz we ever seen.
Yeah, if he shines, that's cool. But you still want to be able to have this replacement right there in the wing, because here's the thing about the Cowboys. Cowboys had Dalton Schultz, and they drafted a tight end named Ferguson, and they didn't give Schultz that second contract. They let him go to us. We was like, hey man, we got Schultz, and the Cowboys fans was like, hell, y'all can have him. We didn't understand why.
I thought they would be sad to see him go.
Now we know why.
Well, yeah, what you just said though is, I want to exacerbate that point. That is a dope point. That that Nick Caley is a very good above what I don't know if to say the best in the league, but he's one of those tight end coaches. Like he coached Gronkowski. He's good at tight ends. I just want to know that from like, what is Mason Taylor's like pro comp? And then we'll go to the next month.
He's like a big body guy. He's a willing blocker. I mean, he can block in the mix, but he's not as fast. He doesn't run crisp routes, but he has pretty decent hands. So you can kind of see that he can still grow off into his tight end craft. And so I want a guy that I know that if I need to go double tight, and I have Mason Taylor out there, and I have Stover, two willing tight ends that's willing to block, but also two tight ends that's willing to go out and catch the ball. So you can get the linebackers like discombobulated because you don't know what it is. Because I'm running double tight don't necessarily mean that it's going to be a run play. I think one of the biggest things that have been missed in the NFL, and if this dude didn't go off on the deep end, I think New England would have set a trend, and that was Hernandez and Gronk.
Some people still try to do it. If you look at McVay's offense, it kind of runs like that. That's why I think Nick Caley is going to incorporate. I think Jordan, man, it's going to be dope. I think we definitely about to see multiple pass catching tight ends. Like they not just, how sometimes you say, okay, they got that pass catching tight end and they go to blocking tight end. It's going to be one of those things where both of them are going to be options. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I think it's going to be beautiful. I can't wait to see. I think that's a very good point. And
go to the bull ring, man. I see one of my favorite contributors that's down there. But go ahead and go to the bull ring.
Okay, now what's the name? Okay, we got Larry was talking about the third round pick, Jalen Rose or I Bond. I don't know what the I is, but maybe it's Isaiah. No. Irvin, I don't know what of them was, but
no, it's Isaiah Bond, the other receiver.
Okay, what those are tackles?
The receivers.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I might have to check them boys out.
If I have to pick one of the two, I'll go with Isaiah.
Yeah.
And we also got, you know what I'm saying, Eve in the building, and she says, anybody better than Schultz, I'm in. Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Don't sleep on Jordan, because I think Jordan right now at this moment, and I know he's thinking this, that there's a golden opportunity ahead of him. And he missed most of the last season. Bro was in that weight room. One thing I know is when players get hurt, that off season is in that weight room. He's gonna come back bigger. He's gonna come back stronger. And I hope he takes this opportunity and he just like nails it. I hope he be out there at the end of the year. They like, this is who we signing a 3-year extension, you know what I'm saying, with him. I really do think that it can happen. We're gonna go over here to your to the man of the hour.
Activated.
We're gonna go into your draft, and right now we see. Explain this. Explain your first pick. Why did you go with Golden? We already know that Cal went with Golden, but why did you do it?
That's like the consensus pick for us. Like he wants to be here, we want him here, so it's one of those that just makes sense. He's gonna be a solid wide receiver number 2. Probably not coming into camp, but hey man, I'm telling you, my guy. Week 1, whether we at home or on the road, week 1 he will be receiver number 2. I guarantee you.
I can see that. I definitely can see that.
Now I'm gonna tie in the next 2 picks. Actually, I'm gonna tie in the next 3 picks. My guy, Gary, Lord Gray. Lord, now I can't see.
Hold on, I'm bringing it back up.
All right.
So these 3 right here.
Yeah. All right. So it's pretty simple. You know what I'm saying? First 3 picks are going to be offensive picks. You have to address the O-line. Now, my guy, I call him Gary, but, my guy, Gray, he can play tackle and guard. He's one of those Swiss Army knives. And he's good at both levels, at both positions, preferably on the left side. Now, as we were talking about the running back earlier, like, Q can do everything that Mixon can do, but he's faster. Like he would be the perfect guy. Now, I don't know.
What height and weight?
I want to say he's 5'11".
Okay.
5'11", maybe 205, 210, 215.
Okay, yeah.
He's the perfect back. And let me not say the perfect back because we don't know what offense we're running. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like picking a running back as a fan, it's like shooting a fish in the barrel. You know what I'm saying? Blindfolded. You don't know because every running back has to fit into the scheme or that scheme fit. So if I'm guessing correctly, you know what I'm saying, this is going to be more of a power, getting guys in space, your playmakers in space.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be the guy. He's going to be the home run hitter. My guy Darius Alexander, that's for D'Amico. That's a D'Amico pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very underrated, bro. Strength, like point of attack. He's one of those guys because he played at Toledo, a small school. He was D1, still small. I would say he would be perfect with us right now as far as rotational piece. He's not going to start day 1. But he's going to be one of those guys that's in and out of like the lineup, like far as rotation wise. He will create a lot of people. I know Larry.
There's a lot of people liking this draft, man. Now I'm gonna wait till we get to the end to ask you this question though. But right now we're at Kyle Williams. I know we talked about him on the show before.
I had a Kyle there. Honestly, I had a Kyle just based off our conversation. Like, because once again, we don't know what type of offense we're running. We don't know. So he's another one of those guys. He's a great athlete, great receiver. But depending on what we do or what we're trying to do, will let me know if we get him, he'll fit in. But he's one of those guys that you can use anywhere. He's a weapon. You know what I'm saying?
What is this? What is this? Measurables, height and weight.
I don't have no notes on me right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look him up.
Y'all have to go back 2 shows, but we did speak on all of it. I think we talked about height, weight, measurables, and all of that. So we will be able. You can go back and check it, or somebody want to Google that real quick. But I remember us also talking about Luke. What's his? How you pronounce his last name? Lachey or Lachey?
Lachey.
Okay, Lachey. To be able to get him in the, I think this is where y'all kind of. This is where y'all kind of seen he would probably go, right? Because I was thinking like maybe he was like a third rounder or a second rounder, and y'all was like, no, you didn't take him that high. He's gonna actually be later on in the draft. So is that kind of the basis why you picked him in round 7?
So
you actually said he probably would go undrafted, right?
Yeah, no, that was Donovan Edwards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with him, so he's not flashy. He's not groundbreaking. He's not all world. But when he excels at everything he does, though, you know what I'm saying? Smooth hands, like great fucking hands, not the fastest guy, but hard to bring down. He's what I feel like your guy could have been in Quentin Tarantino, Quintariano, TQ. He's what that guy could have been or should be. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, he's had a lot of injuries. The production has been there due to poor quarterback play. And also the conference they play in. It's a tough conference, go blue in that conference. So my guy's not getting around that easy. However, I do know with the offense we're gonna incorporate is gonna be tight end friendly, tight end heavy, and he's gonna be one of those guys with what we got right now will stick out like a sore thumb.
Really?
Most definitely.
Oh, okay. I know we watched some tape on him. He looked pretty good too in that tape. And with that, let's go to the last player that you picked was Dante Trader Jr.
All right, now, most drafts, every draft, you never want to leave the draft without a DB, cornerback or safety, right? Now, you're looking good at safety. However, your two corners are Stingley and Messi. With Petrie playing the nickel position. The Petrie playing nickel position, you have Bullock and Gardner Jr. playing deep safety, right? Now, in the event you go to dime, you bring in Jimmy Ward. He's the other slot corner. He's going to play that position. It's kind of going to be like how it was last year. We had more safeties on the field than cornerbacks. Now, Trader is a guy, he reminds me of Petrie. He reminds me of Petrie, bro. You know what I'm saying? Very, very instinctive. However, he will get beat from time to time, but he plays with good angles. He's one of those guys that's not fast as hell, but he knows how to angle to the ball carrier. You know what I'm saying? We'll create havoc. And even though D'Amico's defense doesn't cater to the secondary, I feel like what they've been doing is trying to get not all world players in the secondary, but like great athletes to where you don't have to scheme for them. So that way he can also, with D'Amico, can just focus on his front seven, his D linemen, preferably, you know what I'm saying, his D tackles and his linebackers. That's D'Amico's niche. You know what I'm saying? So you get a guy like that, bro. This is Jimmy Ward's last year. A guy like Trader, bro, can easily replace Jimmy Ward with a year under his belt. Just, you know what I'm saying, playing special teams, getting in here and there, but just mostly learning. Bulk up a little bit too, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He look thin. It's like Petrie is, but Petrie play with like.
Hey, y'all know what that Texans do to you though. Them get some of that Triple J's. But I don't know. That's just the first barbecue place I can think of. I don't think that that's the best barbecue in Houston, by the way.
Nah,
y'all really want to know what? Nah, I ain't gonna lie. You good, and you probably need to open up a restaurant. But as of right now, and people who's doing retail, I'm telling y'all right now, I really think the best barbecue in Houston is coming from Donna Lettuce. Oh, don't all come at me at one time. But Donna Lettuce, man, they doing something to that pit. I don't know what it is and how they smoking that meat over there, Pauls, but bro.
They on Uber Eats?
Yeah, they on Uber Eats. Bro, when listen, if you on Uber Eats, do get the surf and turf egg rolls, and then I guarantee you, I ain't even gotta tell you to call me. You gonna call me. You gonna say, bruh, the surf and turf egg rolls, bro. I can't believe that that's that good. And if you really want to do some razzle and dazzle, now the first time I got them, I did go ahead and go with the shrimp in the steak that's on there. But what I did was to make it a little bit different. I took the shrimp off and I did chicken and steak. And to be honest, when I did that, that's the way I've been doing it ever since. I even went back to the shrimp and steak. I'm doing the chicken and the beef, and it is crazy good, bro. It's dangerous. I'm gonna tell you right now, Patton. It's dangerous, and I'm gonna tell you why it's dangerous, because it's highly addictive, bro. You're gonna be like, damn near every other day. You gonna when you know you be in them states where you just kind of wondering like, what I want to eat. Donna Letty's gonna pop up in your head, bro.
Hey, to answer Cal's question about my running back, man, is it Junkins or Junkins? I just call him Q, bro. Hey, he's 6 even, 221, 4.4, 840.
What?
And Kyle was 5'11. I want to say 5'11, 190. And he ran a 4.4 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting excited, y'all. We getting close. We in the month of the draft. What is that exact date, if y'all know?
Shit, I don't know, bro. I
it's normally at the end. It's normally at the end.
Somebody say the day is 17 days away. So.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. So we're gonna end up in the 20s. It's 20, so it's probably gonna be the 22nd or something. I know it's easy to look up, but like we did say, y'all, this was gonna be a cool one right here. We appreciate everybody that came through to chop it up with us through this little quick mock draft thing right quick. Friday when we come back, it'll actually be me and Cal. My boy Patton gonna be taking a 3-show hiatus.
No, I'll be here this Friday.
Oh, you'll be here this Friday, but after Friday, 3 weeks.
I got 3 more shows with y'all.
Oh, 3 more shows, and then you 3 more shows, and then you 3 weeks off, right?
Yeah.
Okay, bet we got you. Now, this is what I suggest, and to everybody that's watching right now. During those 3 shows while Patton is gone, me and Cam gonna hold it down. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna make this fun. We are going to invite. We're gonna have guests. We're gonna have this is the point in time where, because not too many times we get to have guests because we all here in the place to be. Right. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring in certain guests while you gone to compensate for your spot. And you already know, bro, like, what I'm saying, we're gonna hold it down. We're gonna hold it down. And
hey,
can't wait for you to get back.
Let me be the first one, because I don't think I've seen Brandon on anything, but
he there.
Larry Payton have always been my. No, I know Brandon. Brandon is the number one contributor in the bull ring.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen Larry before too. So, but that'll be something that me and Nitty we can bounce around with you, Patton, and just kind of see who want to come in and just chop it up with us.
We got all kind of numbers. Patton got the different numbers of different people. We might have Stressings on. It's what I'm saying. We're gonna give as a matter of fact, we got a show with Stressings coming up, right?
Yeah, Stressing doing he's doing like a content. Yeah, and he's been having a couple of guys on already. So yeah, that's cool.
Brandon say, I'm on Madden Lurker mode. Hey, for real. Hey, well, check this out, Brandon. I don't know if you camera shy, bro. Hey, you could probably end up being a guest on the show one time, man. We might need to see a Brandon premiere, the world premiere of Brandon Holler.
Hey, if I could suggest, man, I know my girl, she's camera shy, so she might not have a camera on, but Sideline
Sarah. Yeah, that Sideline Sarah would definitely be a good what's her name?
Hey, Sideline Sarah, my guy Larry Payton.
How about this, dude? How about this, Patton? You the one that's gonna be missing the shows. So how about you set up who you want your guests to be? Like you could do that. You know what I'm saying? Like they could really be on you. Like you could be like, look, this is who I want for this day.
I see what I can do. Hey, Larry, if you're available, Larry, man, holler at me. I know Sarah not the bull ring, but I'll reach out to her. Also, man,
hopefully Larry not camera shot, but he might be up here like this too.
Oh, man, Larry not camera shot, man.
Larry might be up here like this. How you do the thing when you take your hold on. Let me take my dang. I can't even take my camera off right now, yeah. Oh, there you go. Stop cam. That's not, you can come see. Look, and this is just for anybody that is shy.
No, that's on the show. That's Swan, man. Swan be like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Swan don't never show her face. I think she like no face, no case. And being that she gets on y'all butts every now and then, she like, I don't want y'all to know what I look like.
Hey, Swan probably got a felony and she running from the face.
For her to not want to show her face, bro. She never shows her face.
Hey, Nitty, you know what it now they got me running from the feds.
On the feds. There's some motherfucking feds in town. Look at T. Jones.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, T. Jones, if you come on, it'll be just like Patton on here. At least we'll have the original Patton. I ain't gonna lie, we'll have the original Patton for real, because you'll see where he get it from. But nah, that'll be beautiful, man. That'll be beautiful. And look, she say, oh, just kidding. No, you can come on though. No, we were definitely not having a problem.
I had boy.
Brandon say Swan mode.
Nah, for real.
Now we'll have T. Jones come on and just tell all the Patton baby stories of when he used to be young. Just a whole bunch of embarrassing stories, man, to where when you come back,
this gonna be Patton on 3. Ain't gonna be Texas, it's gonna be Patton on 3, bro. and another thing.
Hey, but before we go, man, shout out to Eve. Eve always rock with me. Always rock with the show. That's probably one of the most constant female guests that we have on here. So, shout out to Eve. And I know.
Oh, and T. Jones, man. T. Jones is always in the building.
Definitely.
Always lurking in the cut, man. Like, I got to see what my son doing, man. You know what I'm saying? And she got to make sure he ain't giving away too much money on here.
Lord have mercy.
She be like, hold up. Oh, you giving away $100?
But yeah, hey, so off the top right now, man, sideline Sarah, man, Larry Payton. And I would say, I gotta talk to my big dog, but Larry from Stanford, man.
I was about to say Larry from Stanford.
It's long overdue. We've been trying to get Larry, bro. Probably since last
I might have to break a machine to pop out for that one. I don't know.
Hey, you might have. Hey, that boy say break a machine. Hey, you cold with?
I don't know, man.
They boy to figure out. Hey, that might be what be happening at your job, Pat. Whenever that happens, is somebody saying, "Hey, I'm about to throw a monkey wrench."
Hey, all I need to do is go get a bottle of yak and a Rocket Patel cigar. Larry, come on. He'll come on.
Holler.
No, most definitely, man. It would definitely be good to have Larry. But hey, y'all, we 40 minutes in. We told y'all this was gonna be a quick one. Let me give y'all an applause for checking in, man, and chopping it up with us, man. This was a good show, even though it was a quick one. It just goes to show you that we be on our stuff, man. Even when we just trying to, even when we slacking a little bit, we never slacking on our macking. But other than that, though, man, we appreciate everybody who tuned in, checked it out with us. I want to give an applause to my co-host. We will see y'all Friday. The show Friday. And we'll be doing more mock drafts. At this time, I have my mock draft in the building. And might be a couple of trades in there. I ain't gonna tell y'all, but I think mine may include a few trades. I'm wild out on this one. But other than that, though, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. This is the Texans on 3 podcast. This is what we do every Tuesday, every Friday, at 7 p.m. But if we're a little bit late, it might be 8 p.m. But either way, we ain't gonna leave y'all hanging, man. But pause. But other than that, is there anything that y'all want to bring before we close out? And as soon as y'all through, man, we closing out.
Go ahead, Pat.
A rapper once said this. I love my baby mama. I never let her go.
I don't know where that one came from, but hey, that's an insight. Y'all got hey, hold on, man. What you trying to say, bro? I ain't even finna say that on camera, but
hey, that was just being funny. But
I'm gonna say, bro, you got a baby on the way. Look, that what I was.
Oh no, hell no. I only have a girlfriend. No, but that's neither here nor there. No. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, thank you everybody that came, showed up, man. I promise you, Friday's show will be better. And, regular time, we're gonna be on it. So we have more mock drafts for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully more people tune in. Might have a guest pop in. You never know with us. But man, love y'all. Thank y'all for showing up, man. One love.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Say Nitty.
What's happening?
When you say this was you said it was a quick show. Nigga, I wish my quickies can last 45 minutes, man. I'm 53 years old. Hey.
Happy belated birthday to
I'm 53. I'm 53 though. No.
Hey, I can't shut up one second. My mom in the comments, man. So good night.
Hey,
Brad, talking about
hey, buddy, the blue chew. Hold on, that Brandon say blue chew like a mug. Hey, for real, man. All the red ones, the new red ones that I see on X all the time with the little flame on there. I got something coming in a minute. No, I'm just playing, y'all. I ain't ordered. It keeps popping up on my phone, man. I almost need to see what they talking about. But anyway, man, we appreciate y'all. We appreciate all of y'all out there to check us out. And like Patton said, man, we love y'all, man. Y'all could be anywhere in the world, but y'all right here with us on Texans on 3, man. And we will see y'all Friday, 7 o'clock. Be in the building.
What's up?